Hello, I'm Alakananda Ma, human rights activist and former NHS doctor, here today to talk about the importance of protecting hospitals in times of war and conflict. We cannot bomb hospitals. We cannot attack hospitals. There are several reasons why we can't attack hospitals. First, the people who are in hospital are there because they need to be in hospital. They can't just leave. Some of them are in ICU, some of them are on life support, some of them are in the act of having babies, some of them are in surgery for injuries, for accidents, for heart surgery, for appendicitis. Life goes on. The people that are in hospital because they need to be in hospital, and they aren't going to be able to make it without that kind of care. So that's one reason why we can't attack hospitals. We can't attack hospitals because the people in hospital need to be safe and need to have their treatment. Even if they're wounded fighters from the wrong side, they have the right to be treated when they're wounded by either side. I know that. My grandfather, Joe Board, was actually a teenage stretcher bearer in World War One, and he was trained to go with his stretcher and pick up the wounded of either side and bring them to the hospital tents to be treated. So that message has been passed down in my family since I was a very little child. We have to treat everyone of both sides. Everyone is entitled to be cared for. Another reason why we can't attack hospitals is because when we attack hospitals, we render that city or that town unfit for habitation, because people need hospitals, people need healthcare, people need to have babies. Sometimes the babies have to be delivered by forceps or by cesarean section. It isn't always an easy process. People have heart attacks. People need kidney dialysis. People get acute asthma and need urgent care. The list goes on and on. People need hospitals. Because I myself have worked in a hospital as a junior doctor, I know that each and every person that secured a bed on my ward was there because they absolutely had to be there, and they couldn't be anywhere else. They couldn't have been safe health-wise anywhere else. So hospitals have to be protected, both because it's very difficult and dangerous to evacuate them, and secondly, because if we destroy the hospital, we're rendering that area uninhabitable. The second point is this can't just be a nice idea. Oh, we've all agreed that it's wrong to attack hospitals, except when they get attacked, and then we don't want to start a worse war, or it doesn't really matter because it's somewhere far away. So many hospitals, clinics, and healthcare facilities were attacked in Syria. Since 2011, the Syrian regime has carried out 600 attacks on medical facilities, hospitals, health centers, and clinics. Hospitals have been bombed in Syria by the Russians. Deny it as they may, we have the evidence and we have the actual witnesses to the attacks. At the time that this was intensely going on in Syria, and friends, it's still going on in Syria. Hospitals are still last week, being attacked in Syria. But when all this was really getting going in Syria in 2019, I made a YouTube then. I made a video then, and I said, if hospitals are not safe in Syria. No hospital in the world is safe. And if doctors can be killed in Syria, no doctor in the world is safe. I said that. And hospitals were attacked, and clinics were attacked, and health centers were attacked, and doctors were killed, and nurses were killed, and patients were killed, and there was no accountability whatsoever, and the world did not really care. And now, then we have the Russian invasion of Ukraine with 730 attacks on healthcare facilities in Ukraine. And 144 Ukrainian facilities completely destroyed by Russian strikes. I told you that this would happen because we said nothing when healthcare facilities were attacked in Syria. And Russia saw, oh, this is what I can do. Now we have another war situation between Israel and Hamas. We must protect hospitals. We must protect doctors. Hospitals are the sacred place where the sick are healed. Without hospitals, a place is uninhabitable. They are the basic facility we all need. We must protect hospitals, but how are we going to protect them? Because everyone has seen that you can bomb hospitals and face no consequences. We need to come together as a world and say no. No bombing hospitals, no shelling ambulances, no killing doctors, nurses, first responders, no double tap strikes. We cannot do this if we believe we are a civilized human race. We cannot do this in the name of basic goodness. Hospitals must be safe. Don't bomb hospitals. Don't attack hospitals. And there must be accountability for all that happened in Syria. Thank you. May all beings be happy. Goodbye.